She cheated, so I didn't yell. I executed a plan.
I knew my marriage was over long before I ever opened my mouth. It wasn't when I saw the text or when I heard her whispering to him on the phone. It was uneven when I watched her lie to my face with the ease of a seasoned actress. No, my marriage ended the moment something inside me snapped into perfect, cold clarity. It was like finally giving up on a machine that's been broken for years. It all began in our bathroom at 3:47 a.m. Her phone lit up the dark room with a message from someone named Travis. Last night was incredible. Can't wait for Austin next week. Just like that, 19 years of my life were undone in 6 seconds. I placed her phone back exactly where it was, went downstairs, made a pot of coffee, and sat at the dining table as the sun came up. I wasn't shocked. I wasn't devastated. I wasn't even surprised. I was calculating. You see, I'm a systems analyst by trade. My job is to identify vulnerabilities, isolate the breach, and eliminate the threat. And now I had a new system to analyze, my own marriage. The next 3 weeks unfolded like a carefully planned mission, each phase executed with precision. The first week was all about observation. She told me about her upcoming business trip to Austin. Workshops and team-building exercises, she said. I probably won't have much time to call. She didn't even make eye contact. A guilty woman would have tried harder to be convincing. She just looked annoyed that she had to explain anything at all. The second week, I gathered proof. Her work emails were synced to our family iPad. Her financial records were sloppy and her lies were lazy. Dinner reservations for 2, hotel rooms she never mentioned, and flirtatious messages she tried to pass off as mentorship at night. She'd whisper on the phone to Travis, thinking I was asleep. I heard her murmur, "If only you weren't married," and I heard him reply, "It's just paperwork now." I just stared at the ceiling, waiting for the heartbreak to hit me. It never came. Instead, all I felt was relief. Finally, an exit. The third week I called Marcus, my childhood friend and one of the best divorce attorneys on the East Coast. I handed him a USB drive. He looked through the evidence I had collected. "She's his direct supervisor," he said slowly. "That's a serious violation of Delridge Pharma's ethics policy." "I know," I replied. "She's bragged about how strict the company is." Marcus leaned back in his chair. "Then we have leverage." "A lot of leverage." We spent hours crafting a strategy so airtight it could suffocate. When I walked out of his office, I knew exactly how this story was going to end. A few days later, my wife Jenna posted a photo from Austin. It was her and Travis pressed close together, cocktails in hand. Her head was resting on his shoulder, and her smile was brighter than any I'd seen in years. The caption read, "My real partner, I didn't get angry." I didn't cry. I just calmly typed a comment. "Congratulations." Divorce papers are on the kitchen table. Then I went outside and watered the lawn. Her phone started blowing up minutes later, but I ignored it. I drove to my sister Elaine's house. "You actually did it," she said, pulling me into a hug. Elaine had watched me shrink over the years, reminding me of the hobbies I'd given up, the parts of myself I'd let die. "You've been disappearing for years, Mark," she said. "Maybe now you can come back." She was right. The next morning, I initiated Phase 2. I sent an anonymous email to her company's HR department, complete with screenshots, a timeline, and proof of the affair. By noon, a full investigation was underway. Next, I secured my finances. I removed her access to our joint accounts, transferred retirement funds into a temporary trust, and boxed up her belongings into a rented storage unit. The locks on the house were changed by Monday morning. She came home early from Austin that afternoon. "My key doesn't work," she said, a flicker of fear in her eyes. "I didn't change the lock," I told her. "I changed my life." Her bags were placed neatly beside her. The next morning, HR called. Her face drained of all color as she listened. "They want me in the office, with representation," she whispered. "You should go," I said. 2 hours later, she was walked out of Delridge Pharma by security. No job, no severance, no reputation. She came home that afternoon, hollow-eyed, clutching a small box of her office supplies. "You ruined me," she said. No, I replied calmly. You ruined you. I'm just refusing to go down with you. In court, she lost nearly everything. I kept the house, the investments, the retirement funds. She walked away with her car and a small stipend. Weeks later, she stood on my porch one last time. Is there any chance that we could try again? She asked. None, I said. Mark, I love you. I looked at her. If that's love, I feel sorry for you. I didn't open the door any further. When she finally left, it felt like the last piece of a 19-year weight had lifted off my shoulders. That night, the final divorce decree arrived with a bottle of scotch from Marcus. I sat on my back deck, sipping it slowly as the stars came out. The silence didn't feel empty anymore. It felt like freedom.